with heavy rain, as Neha Punia reports from Delhi.
More than 5,000 relief camps have been set up in both states as well. Governments have now imposed prohibitory orders preventing people from gathering in large numbers along coastal areas. There's a lot of curiosity surrounding such weather events, and officials are urging people to stay indoors and take their warnings seriously. The Army, the Coast Guard, the Navy have all been put on standby as well. Experts say that they're making sure that fishermen also don't venture out into the sea, and the focus now, they're saying, is to mitigate a lost life, and they're also keeping aside, they say, a significant sum of money to deal with any loss to property, which we might see in the aftermath of this storm.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks, looking today at the ongoing situation faced by civilians in Gaza. Now the Israeli military assault has started once again in reprisals for the October 7th attacks on Israel by Hamas. The humanitarian pause that allowed hostages to be released and humanitarian aid to flow into Gaza is for now at an end. James Denzelo heads the conflict department of the charity Save the Children.
There's no safe place in Gaza. I think authorities have started using the term safer places. It's all relative, but of course, when you've had 10,000 airstrikes and of course a ground invasion and all sorts of inaccurate rocket fire going on, it's incredibly dangerous for civilians. 7 days was never going to be long enough. It did allow us to sort of slow the descent into huge amounts of suffering that are being felt by over 1 million children in Gaza. We should never forget that number. But ultimately, considering the amount of damage and the amount of violence that has been wrought over one of the most densely populated parts of the world over the last 8 weeks, the damage to logistics, the damage to roads, the damage to aid warehouses, it was never enough. But of course, now we're back into full-scale conflict, and things are looking very, very bleak indeed for children in Gaza.
Biden administration officials are pressuring Israel to protect civilians amid claims that at least 6,000 children have lost their lives so far in Gaza. With FSN Spotlight, I'm Simon Marks.
To recap the top stories, Israel's military continues to push south in Gaza. The US military's discovered 5 more bodies after an Osprey crashed in West Japan last week. China says it wants to strengthen relations with the EU at the first leaders' summit this week since the end of the COVID pandemic, and at least 8 people have been killed as 2 of India's southeastern states brace for the impact of Cyclone Migjam. That's the latest feature story news. Ollie Barrett reporting.
Good morning. It's KCHW 102.7. Finally Tuesday for Scott and my sister Val. Good morning, Val.
Good morning.
All right, you're looking awful Christmassy today in the background.
I'm feeling Christmassy.
All right, if you want to
Although all of our snow is melting, so.
I know, I see that. We'll do weather in just a second, but it looks like a real surprising warm trend. When I checked out last week, it didn't look like it was going to be that warm, so. All right.
Well, it changes daily.
Better than driving on icy roads, though, right?
It was really slick Saturday night, so yes, that is true.
All right, we're up and running on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our website at kchw.org if you want to check out the video feed. And we do have a little thing we're going to do today. I've got some funny signs, which we do them over the radio as well, but sometimes they're kind of fun to read along with as we show them. Let's see, starting off with that weather forecast, since Val brought it up, 47 for a high temperature today. Rain, areas of patchy fog, chance of rain, 90%, near a ½ inch of rain coming down today. Rain will continue through tonight at 80%, 43 for an overnight low. More rain for Wednesday. I wonder if this is going to cause any flooding with the snow.
Yeah, there is flood warnings, so.
Oh, I do see a little note popping up now for flood watch. We'll check that out and see what it says. Thursday, 40 and 31 with a rain-snow mix at 50%. Friday right now, partly cloudy and 38. Snow for Saturday as you drop down to 33. All right.
Just hold on. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
That's right. Morning clouds for Sunday, afternoon sunshine, just a 10% chance of precip. And right now, looking ahead a week, next Monday, 30 and 18 with mostly sunny skies. Looks like you'll be hanging out the following week if the forecast holds true, right around 30 degrees. So not quite as warm. Let's see, breakfast and lunch for the kids. Let's get that out of the way today. This morning, it's whole grain pancakes, sausage, fresh fruit juice, and your choice of milk. And then for lunch today, let's see, pizza dippers, romaine salad, string cheese, fresh veggies, fresh fruit, sunflower seeds, and again, your choice of milk. Few events coming up this week, including an art walk. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But first, always fun for me and Val to get into our morning bits and breaks. I see your tree, Val. I put up an artificial one last night. Now, your tree at home, is it real or fake?
It is artificial.
Okay.
Just because I like to put it up. Well, much to my brother's consternation when he used to come for Thanksgiving dinner, I like to put it up before Thanksgiving. So, yeah, it has to be artificial.
All right. Yeah, everything would fall off it because it can happen with an artificial tree. The place we bought ours from said it gives you the feel of a real live tree. And they were right. By this morning, half the needles already fell off.
Did you buy that at the Dollar General?
I did. What if they had dollar trees? It's just sticks. Maybe I should do that. Start a Christmas tree stand, but just have twigs.
Oh, there you go. Like Charlie Brown. Advertise it as Charlie Brown trees.
Yes. Extra cheap.
That's right.
All right. And if you can't afford it, we'll take payments on that dollar.
Quarter at a time.
This popped up as a question for this morning on our cheat sheet, and I thought it was kind of cute. It says, what's the strangest thing you've heard someone say in their sleep? Does your Brad talk in his sleep at all?
He does not. So I don't know if I've heard anybody say anything in their sleep. I'm trying to think back to when the kids were little, because if anybody talked in their sleep, it might have been them, but nothing comes to mind. What about you?
Yeah, I've been told I myself say no a lot at night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I would have thought you would always say yes.
That's what I thought too. Wow, Val. I said, no, I think you're hearing it backwards. I had an ex that used to talk about cows a lot in her sleep and worried that I was going to hit one while driving the car.
Oh, wow. That's
strange.
strange.
Look out for that cow.
Oh, wow.
And if I happened to be awake, I could do a whole conversation about the cow.
Really?
Yeah. And then there was, at one point, I think she gave you a picture, and she was going on in her sleep about how you hated her picture.
Oh, boy.
And I'm horrible because once she'd be off on some kind of weird tangent, if I was awake, I'd just start asking her questions. And she would, you could carry on a whole conversation that made no sense while she was asleep. It was pretty awesome.
I'm surprised you didn't record any.
Me too. I mean, I remember when Lindsay went and got her wisdom teeth pulled, and she was so out of it. And then I started asking her questions while recording the whole thing while she's all loopy from the anesthesia. That was lots of fun. Lots of fun. Does that make you a bad dad?
I think kids do that more than adults that have that really strange reaction after being under anesthesia. Because I've got a couple different friends who have recorded their kids as they're coming out from having their wisdom teeth pulled. Yeah.
I think it's everybody. I had a buddy told me he came out of anesthesia and the nurse told him, you've got a really foul mouth. And he's like, what? And they go, yeah, you were giving us all the what for.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh. Brad's usually, how he comes out is, I love you. I love you so much. So that's what I hear when he's coming out of anesthesia, about how much he loves me.
Oh. Let's see. Ken's checking in this morning. He says, "Good morning, Scott and Val." And Val, tone it down a bit. You're taking all my jokes. Must have been the ones about me.
Probably.
Likes to make fun of me for some reason.
For some reason. I don't know.
All right. If you've got something incriminating and want to join us on Facebook and post it about your maybe significant other or kid or something really weird you heard while somebody was sleeping, go ahead and share that, and then we'll share it with everyone.
Everyone. Ken wants to know, why are they called wisdom teeth?
Because you got to get rid of them.
I think it's because, most people get rid of them about the time they become an adult, maybe?
I think it's a secret government plot to keep us dumbed down.
Oh.
They're taking our wisdom teeth.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they'd leave them in there with implants or something to hear everything we said.
Hope it's XP. All right, here comes Val with, you might be getting a holiday job, make a little extra money. Here are the some weird job interview mistakes that you don't want to make.
That's right. Take notes now if you're applying for a job. When the interviewer asked the candidate why he wanted to work for the company, the candidate replied, "Because I like the girl who works at the front desk."
Hey, it's a reason.
Was this from your interview, Scott?
Yeah. She's married. No.
The candidate actually performed magic tricks for the interviewer.
Magic trips or tricks?
Tricks.
Tricks.
I'm assuming that he wasn't, interviewing to be a magician.
Magic trips would be pretty entertaining as well.
Yeah. Candidate showed up for the wrong job interview with the wrong company.
And got the job anyways. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be funny.
Yeah.
This candidate gave the interviewer the impression that she had murdered her husband. Do you call the police at that point or what?
Yeah.
Are you afraid to not give her the job because you may be next?
I'm picking up a heavy, creepy vibe here.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad.
It is.
All right. The candidate told the interviewer, "I don't have any particular ambitions for advancement as long as I am paid a lot more in 5 years."
Oh. Keep your goals out there.
Yeah, that's right. One more. A couple more. Candidate told interviewer that he would not be able to travel for work when his favorite baseball team was playing home games. Let's get your priorities straight here.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I always like it people that would apply for a job and say, "Oh, and then next month I need 2 weeks off for my vacation."
Well, if you'd already paid for an expensive vacation.
Yeah. Could be a condition if they want you bad enough. Nowadays, that kind of stuff might be easier, as they're having harder times with employees. Sure.
Yeah, especially if they kind of want you to come to work for them. I mean, that can be kind of the thing. Yeah. I'll accept the job, but I have to, this is already planned. So,
I've done that before.
And then finally, and again, this may come from one of Scott's interviews in the past, the candidate actually hit on the interviewer.
When I glanced at that this morning, I thought it said candidate actually hit the interviewer, not hit on. Oh, man. Went like down like this.
I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is anchor man, not anchor lady, and that is a scientific fact.
And yet here I am.
Oops. All right. Val, you got a new dog, right? Super cute.
Yeah, we got him this summer. He's actually coming up. Well, he's actually 7 months old tomorrow.
All right. So you should take that as a warning, though.
Yes.
Okay. Why do you say yes? Because I don't think you
Well,
know.
no, I take it as a warning that kind of wondering why we got a dog. It's kind of one of those.
No.
Why did we get a dog?
Because men prefer dogs over women sometimes.
Oh,
Or wives.
well, remember we had that story last week. Remember that women said they actually sleep better with their dog than their husband?
Mm-hmm.
That whole survey that they done, yeah.
And according to this, it kind of looks like men might do better with the dog than the wife.
Okay.
So, because here are the reasons. The later you are, the more excited the dog is to see you.
True.
True, very true. Dogs like it if you leave a lot of things on the floor.
Those socks, don't worry, the dog will pick them up.
A dog's parents never visit. Dogs agree that you have to raise your voice to get your point across.
They might not agree, but you sure get their attention.
That's right. Dogs like to go hunting and fishing. Yeah.
Every day.
Yes. A dog will not wake you up at night and ask, if I died, would you get another dog?
They probably also don't yell about cows in the middle of the night.
Yep. They might be chasing them, though. If a dog smells another dog on you, they don't get mad. They just think you're more interesting. And the number one reason why some men have dogs and not wives, dogs like to ride in the back of the truck. Wow, that's horrible.
You'll have to read Ken's comment and decide whether you can say that one on the air.
Dogs don't complain when you paw them. Yeah, but Ken, I still do.
Hail to the king.
So stop it. Stop it.
Stop it.
All right. Val's got a lesson for me. It's how to talk to girls.
A few years back, a fourth grader named Alec Grevin actually wrote a pamphlet called How to Talk to Girls, which became a bestseller at his school book fair in Castle Rock, Colorado. It went viral, and the book was picked up by a publisher. Here are a few tidbits from fourth grader Alec Grevin.
It sounds like this is perfect for me since he's only 8.
There you go. Well, a fourth grader would actually be 10, but still, we're in the same
I didn't say I could count.
Alex said it is easy to spot pretty girls because they have big earrings, fancy dresses, and all the jewelry.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah. All I have to do to be pretty again, I guess, is put on some earrings.
Big ones, though. They got to be big dangly
Big ones. Big ones. Pretty girls are like cars that need a lot of oil.
He's so wise.
He is. This is especially for you, Scott, the next one.
Okay.
The best choice for most boys is a regular girl. Remember, some pretty girls are cold-hearted when it comes to boys. Don't let them get to you.
So true. So true. Wow.
Alec also believes the best way to approach a girl is to keep it to a simple hi. If I say hi and you say hi back, we're probably off to a good start.
Oh, wow. Wow.
So ditch those pickup lines, Scott. Just say hi.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
You're way off. I say you're way off this time, son.
Son. And this fourth grader also advised other males to stop showing off and to go easy on the compliments to avoid looking desperate. This kid cracks me up.
It's like he's been watching me.
Shut up, Wesley.
Creeper.
He's funny.
All right. Good job, Val. That's some great advice. All right. Dreaming of...
The fire in the background isn't keeping me warm enough. I got to get a blankie this morning.
Why don't you put on some more cats, Val? Surprised your blankie doesn't have cats all over it.
Yeah, it should, but it does kind of match my background now. Kind of that homey feeling. It's plaid.
Very
Yeah,
Christmassy.
very Christmassy this morning. Okay, I'm getting warm. All right.
All right, trip to Hawaii. A lot of people do it for the holidays. Here's some notes from experienced tour guides. Tour guide can make any travel destination more interesting, especially in Hawaii, which gets 8 million plus visitors a year. Guides are used to hearing all sorts of dumb questions, and here's just a few of them. I have always wondered this one on the highway, too, though, so I can't really fault the guy. How far apart are the mile markers?
You want to know if they're exactly a mile, huh?
Yeah. Can we snorkel under the island?
Oh.
Wow. Why don't the islands drift apart?
Well, because you can't swim under them.
Is that California? Side note, California is 2,400 miles from Hawaii.
Oh.
All right. The one Val asked, is this the same moon I have at home? And then Brad moved.
Uh-huh.
I like this. Do volcanoes turn off at night?
Hit the switch, would ya? And you're way out.
It's a little noisy. And where do you make the new beach sand? Yeah.
It's so pretty and pristine.
Another sand question. Is Hawaiian sand imported from other tropical beaches? What would make somebody think that the sand has to be from somewhere else?
Yeah. Huh.
Is Hawaiian language just English spoken backwards?
Oh my goodness, people are really this dumb.
That's insulting.
Uh-huh. It's scary that people are that dumb.
So I'm in the market for a new hot tub. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I found one on Craigslist, and I sent you the ad. Will you go through it and see if it sounds like a good hot tub for you or for me?
Okay.
Or to you?
This one said, this Craigslist hot tub ad, it was a free hot tub after all, though. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
It said, do you need a year-round way to water your lawn, deck, yard, garage?
I do.
Yeah. Have you ever wondered what 425-gallon colander looks like?
Yes.
Ever really wanted a motorized dog bath?
Yes.
Well, today is your lucky day. I have a free hot tub. Yes, it is complete and it is drained. I drained part of it and it drained itself the rest of the way.
It sounds like it'll be easy if I need to drain it.
Yeah. Where does it leak? Find that and you have found the leprechaun with a pot of gold.
I got goosebumps.
This unit is perfect for the individual who knows no limit to frustration. The type of person who likes a challenge even when there is no chance of winning.
It's me.
This will build the kind of character in you the armed forces dreamed of. You will find yourself exhibiting behavior that you never thought possible, but it's free. You will need strong backs to load and a trailer. I will be able to offer short bouts of sympathy and witty banter while you prepare to begin your journey.
I don't know. Does this sound like a good deal for me or not?
But it's free.
It's free, which always gets my attention. Can you believe it's December?
Oh, I can't. It goes so fast this time of year.
It's because we're old.
I mean, I guess so. I don't know. It just seems like Christmas was just last week, and now it's 2 weeks from now again.
All right. Well, you know what I want for Christmas now, and it wouldn't cost you a dime.
Your 2 front teeth?
No, my free hot tub.
I'm not helping you move it.
All right, to everything you wanted to know about Christmas trees, since it's our Christmas month. That's right, we celebrate it all month long. Christmas tree farms sell 25 million to 30 million real trees to independent lots, big box retailers, and garden centers every year. That's a lot of oxygen we're missing out on, just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying. All right, there are 15,000 of these farms in the U.S., ranging in size from 2 acres to 9,000 acres. The 434 largest farms control 75% of the total Christmas tree supply.
Wow.
I guess the good thing about that is, though, they're Christmas tree farms, so they're constantly replacing that. So you really don't lose the oxygen.
Exactly. It is kind of one of those renewable resources.
It's just kind of weird to think it's like, what do you do? I'm a farmer. Oh, what do you farm? Christmas trees. Had one of them kick me yesterday. Okay, it wasn't funny. Fake laugh. Fake laugh.
Whipped you with its branches.
I lost an eye. All right. At any given time, there are 350 million Christmas trees growing on these farms in various stages of development. Roughly 2/3 of real trees come from just 4 states: Oregon, North Carolina, Michigan, and Pennsylvania.
Interesting.
Yeah, you'd think Washington will be in there, especially like when we grow them right in Chihuahua. You can get
Right.
a homegrown Christmas tree. All right, there are at least 15 different varieties on Christmas trees, ranging from the ever-popular Fraser fir to the eastern red cedar. Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go chop
Probably
one down
smells
and
really good.
mail it to you.
Oh.
All right, but most of them follow the same general production cycle. All right, Christmas tree begins its life as a seedling, typically purchased from a timber firm like Weyerhaeuser for 50 cents to $1 for the seedling. Then, when the tree is about 2, it graduates from the nursery to the big leagues and gets its own 6x6 plot of land out in the field. A couple more years, it's ready to be harvested. So, depending on the size you want.
I remember one of the tree farms in the general vicinity. Really cool. We used to go get our trees all the time, but they didn't have their cycle set up right. So there was a couple years there where they couldn't be open because they didn't have it big enough trees. So they weren't, kind of cycling through the trees in the correct manner. So
Ken is, he likes to post on Facebook, so I'll read his jokes, and he's got a couple good ones here. He asked, does that hot tub come with the water already warm?
what's left of it in there?
I'm picking up a heavy, creepy vibe here.
It's horrible. And then he says he took a tree back to the store because he realized it was dead. All right. I want to let you do the funny one, so I'll do this one, Val. Survey asked, who on your Christmas list is the hardest to buy for? Who do you know that's the hardest to buy for?
I just don't buy many Christmas gifts. We've kind of gotten to the age where, we just don't do that. Maybe for any kids in your life, but so and I'm not a good gift giver, I don't think. So
Wow.
everybody's hard to buy for. You tend to get homemade stuff from me.
So since you and Ken will be probably hanging out at some time over the holidays, Ken, you should know this about Val.
They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two. Then the Who's down in Whoville will all cry, boo-hoo.
It's all because of Val.
I'm the Grinch.
No, I think it's cool because you usually give away your art as gifts. You give away your wine as gifts, which everybody loves. So bring it on.
All right. As long as people don't think, oh my gosh, I got another bottle of wine.
They won't remember.
Well, it's kind of nice though to give gifts that I think to some extent as we're older that that you use like a movie tickets or something like that the person, if they're into movies, will really use, or people that I know enjoy my wine. I like, so something that they can do and have an experience around what you gave them.
Ken says the best Christmas gift is your friendship. Aww.
Aw, Ken, I love you.
All right. Survey said dad, 27%. And I get that for kids because dad's been around for a long time. He's got all the tools and stuff. And what he really wants is a four-wheeler, and you can't afford it. Right?
I think the boys know that Brad is fairly simple to buy for. Just get him a nice bottle of whiskey and you're good to go.
Should have stopped at the first sentence. Mom, 20%.
Okay.
Your boss, 17%. Why are you buying presents for your boss?
Yeah.
And if you're going to do that, make sure you aren't getting stiffed on the bonus first.
Maybe that's why that number is so small, is because a lot of people don't buy for their boss.
Siblings, though, they're at 15%.
But I just found out you're fine with wine anytime.
And you'd think that'd be easier because you know what your siblings might be wishing for if your kid's still in the house, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Co-worker, 12%. One year at the gift exchange, I think I've told this story before, somebody brought in like a size 18 pair of high tops.
Jeez.
They're not going to fit you, but Merry Christmas. At least they were brand new, and you could sell them on eBay, I guess. And
there you go.
Buying for a friend at 9%. So I guess it's gotten easier by the time you get there.
Maybe, yeah. And again, I think some of those further down on the list are just simply because not many people buy for them. How many people actually buy something for a coworker? But, yeah.
All right. Here comes Val with ways to confuse Santa.
Oh, you got to be careful, though. This is a slippery slope.
Okay.
You confuse him too much, and he's going to forget to leave you a present.
Put you on the naughty list.
That's right. How about we'll start with this one. Instead of milk and cookies, leave him a salad and a note explaining that you think he could stand to lose just a few pounds. Cole.
Cole.
When he's in the house, go find his sleigh and write him a speeding ticket. Ooh. Cole. Leave him a note explaining that you've gone away for the holidays. Ask if he would mind watering your plants.
Cole.
Yeah, or feeding the cats. Yes. While he's in the house, replace all his reindeer with exact replicas. Then wait and see what happens when he tries to get them to fly.
Wow.
Cool. While he's in the house, find the sleigh and sit in it. As soon as he comes back and sees you, tell him that he shouldn't have missed that last payment and take off.
Oh, no call, because you got all the presents.
And he can't catch you. Take everything out of your house as if it's just been robbed. When Santa arrives, show up dressed like a policeman and say, well, they always return to the scene of the crime.
Okay.
And then finally dress up like the Easter Bunny, wait for Santa to come, and then say, this neighborhood ain't big enough for the both of us.
Definitely some call.
That's the Easter Bunny.
Pretty good. Let's just have you do that for 5 minutes, okay? Ready, set, go. Ken says leave him edibles for cookies.
He'll be back every week, though.
No call for you. Wow.
It'll take him a whole month to deliver all the packages, though.
Look, up in the sky, is that Santa? Why is he going in circles and just dropping the toys?
Can you imagine how many cookies he would eat after that, though?
You get up in the morning, he's laying there sleeping all curled up.
He's rummaged through your refrigerator, through the cupboards.
Ken, you are truly evil.
Oh.
All right. What Scott thought about in the shower this morning. Sorry. All right. It's wild that we can forever forget where we left something, but we'll forever remember that we forgot it.
It.
Get it?
I remember.
Yes. Our parents taught us to walk and talk, and then school taught us to sit down and shut up. Or be punished. Right. Generally, socks are the only article of clothing that don't have a specific side they have to be put on. Isn't that nice?
Mm-hmm.
Unless they're those toe socks.
Well, then you're in trouble.
Your car keys travel further than your car. I thought a great company perk would be to get a job that would have no company events.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Unless they give you cool stuff. I remember when I worked at KXOY, like the Christmas parties, giant TVs and stuff like that. Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, when Brad worked for, back in the day, years ago, when he worked for Dairy Gold, it was kind of the same thing. I mean, they threw a big party, you got this incredible dinner, a night out, they had raffles. Yeah.
Nice.
Doesn't happen anymore.
No. All right. Let's see. If you go north forever, you'll eventually go south. But if you go east forever, you never stop going east.
So true.
Yep. It's deep, isn't it?
It's deep. Very deep.
Remember this, Val. Two friends can't go to each other's funerals.
Oh.
One of the reasons parents are bad at parenting is because they only wanted a baby. Did you know that animals with Instagram accounts, technically, nude model?
And when they do have clothes on, they're modeling fur, which could get them in trouble with PETA.
Ooh, good. All right. And then I had a couple Christmas deep thoughts. Okay. First, Christmas tree next to a roaring fireplace seems less quaint when you realize it's a tree watching its friends being burned alive.
Oh, how sad. I mean, look at my background.
See, that tree is crying. Last
How
one.
evil.
Last one, along the same vein. If he knows who's naughty and nice, that means Santa has a list of every evil person but hasn't shared it with the police.
Oh, Santa.
Oh, man.
Somebody ought to teach that little humbug some Christmas spirit.
Yeah. I'm the only guy who wants to get in a fight with Santa Claus.
Cole.
Cole. All right. Almost as good as Cole as these signs. Bonus if you're watching online. We'll try to describe them for you. If not, this first sign that I found is a road cone. And it simply says, drive-through closed due to maintenance. Sorry for incontinence management. Really makes you wonder what happened at the drive-through.
Sorry for incontinence.
Inconvenience is a hard word to spell, I'll give him that. But
Well, evidently the employee who printed that was incontinent or incompetent or something like that.
I like this next one from Family Video Store. It's an older one, obviously. It says, now hiring part-time positions because Tom sucks. All right, this one from a foreign country. It says, beware of falling deer. Leopards conceal their unfinished food in the tops of trees. And it's got a picture of a little boy all confused. Falling deer.
Falling deer. Wow.
Deer can be dangerous. I like this one in somebody's driveway. Your GPS is wrong. Turn around. You got a long
Can
driveway.
you imagine? Yeah. Can you imagine how many people have driven down that road that they had to actually post a sign?
That it got so annoying.
Right, I remember, Google used to send people way out of the way. But, I mean, when I actually dropped a pin at our address, and now it's kind of learnt through that process. So, people can actually find us now.
You know, when I started the B&B cabins, it was the same thing. It would give up to 3 different places around town, but once I put the pin on it, it seemed to, straighten it out. I don't know what happens on Apple, but...
Yeah, and I know that we had something delivered recently, and whatever app they were using sent them, on the other side of 395. I mean, it was way off. So finally, he's calling, trying to figure out where he is and how to get to us, and I said, use Google.
I like this next one. It says, this work center has been accident-free since, they usually put the number of days, Joe left. This could actually be a sign on the Chihuahua Center for the Arts, since I think Joel Wilczynski's in Belize.
But it makes you wonder, how bad was it that Joe finally left? How bad of an accident did he actually have?
Might be like that drive-through. Right. Do dogs see police dogs and think, oh no, it's the cops? That's from a billboard.
You sniffed one too many crotches.
All right, now, a danger sign. It says it's on a fence. It says, danger due to Doug's decision-making process. This is a main road sign. This next one, it's the triangular thing like watch for deer, but it shows a giant mosquito carrying a person away.
That's pretty cute.
Another billboard. If it's in stock, we have it.
That's the way to cover your bases.
Yes. No guesswork. I like this one. It's a caution sign. It says heavy pedestrian traffic ahead. And instead of just being your regular street sign, stick figure, it's a stick sign of a fat guy. Right outside the Golden Corral. Horrible. Horrible. And then, when I walk out and people point at me, right? And a warning sign on a beach, do not step in fire pits.
Sometimes unavoidable if you're walking the beach at night.
Could be. All right, at a veterinary office billboard, it's all fun and games until someone ends up in a cone.
The cone of shame.
That's right. That could happen, anywhere, I guess. I like this one. A Domino's billboard right under the Domino's sign. It says, girls, girls, girls. And then it says, just kidding, pizza.
Cute.
I like that one. And this billboard, used rainbows, $250 and up.
They'll also sell you some oceanfront property in Arizona.
I'm guessing that's for vacuums, maybe.
Maybe.
All right, how about this caution sign? Caution, this sign has sharp edges. Do not touch the edges of this sign. Also, in small print, the bridge
very
is
small
out
print.
I think they got
so
it backwards. Bad. All right, this product contains peanuts, and it's just a box of peanuts.
It's like one of those big bins at the, Winco store.
Yep, scoop it. All right, another business. Oh, no, we can't do that one, but I'm going to leave it up for a moment just so people can read it.
Oh, no.
If you are listening online, this is your daily bonus right there. Wow.
That's right. Yes.
Wow.
And there's no daily bonus.
There's no way we can actually even, and it's a real billboard. There's no way we can actually even describe it to you, so you have to go back and watch the video. You enjoyed that one, didn't you?
Yes.
There's a caution sign, and instead of saying work in progress, it says pork in progress.
Incontinent pork?
Yeah. I like this one. It's a warning sign, like a yield sign. It's got a guy going downhill really fast in a wheelchair, and then there's a crocodile in front of him.
It's like, what are they actually warning you about?
I don't know. You're going to go out of control if you go downhill in your wheelchair and run right into a crocodile?
I guess. Oh, interesting.
All right. Real estate sign says this. Is it? It's an employee sign. It says the employee shortage is so bad that long-haired freaky people can now apply. Hey, I knew there'd be a job out there for me.
And it's interesting because you do see people that, because of their appearance, would have never been hired 10 years ago. I mean, you remember where they used to not let doctors have tattoos that showed, or there was or have office workers that couldn't have facial hair. Now, yeah, it's it's
I imagine
interesting.
there was even some backlash when it got popular for gauges and piercings and that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah. So it's interesting that, like you said, just to get people to work, or maybe it's like, we're not going to be discriminating against somebody because of their looks anymore. So
I think it's gotten
yeah.
better. All right, here's a roadside sign that shows 5 different possible turns ahead, all really close together, and then below the yield sign it says, "Good luck." And I think I saved the best for last. It's a sign warning you of a speed bump, but it just shows your car going up the air, and it says hump. All right.
Ken says he was glad he was watching just for the previous sign that we couldn't talk about.
It's going to make you wonder all day, and that'll teach you to be tuned into the video feed. That's right. You never know what you're going to miss. Random ham signals to other co-hosts. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. And now, Val, you know.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
It's my sister.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
All right. So that means you need to kind of do it fast, Val.
Goodness. Right. It takes me a while to warm up the thinking cap.
All right. Finish this sentence. 1964 marked the first year the Olympics were...
in the United States?
No. 1964 marks the first year the Olympics are going to be...
Televised.
Televised. There you go.
All right.
3% of pet owners do this.
It was a great year. 1964.
3%.
Just saying.
That's your birth year. Okay.
Yes. Are you finally catching on?
I'm slow. 3% of pet owners do this with their pets.
Only 3%.
Only 3%. These are the freaky people.
Take their pet on an airplane.
Oh, no, I think probably more people than maybe 3% try to do that or have done it.
Or have done it.
Yeah. It's something 3%. You would do at home with them.
Bathe?
Yeah, I'll take that. Shower with them. You ever showered with a pet?
Lily, when she was younger, I mean, she loved water, so she would get in the shower sometimes. So, yeah, I've just had, pets stick their head in or something like that, but I haven't actually said, "Come on in, I'll shampoo you too."
I used to shower with my giant parrot.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was really the only way to give him a good shower. I just always used to say, "Now remember, those are acorns." But if for people that have never had a parrot, they love, just like a bird loves a bird bath, just like Ken loves a beer bath, a bird bath. They love it, and when you start hitting them with the shower nozzle, he sings and dances. Actually, put out his 2-foot wing so you can wash under his armpits and stuff, and it was really it was pretty fun. But it's kind of weird to have a bird perch in your shower.
We got a couple listeners that joined us this morning. Nancy from Green Acres.
Yay, Nancy!
Is watching on Facebook, and then K.S. Brooks. Good morning.
Oh, cats. Yay, thank you guys. All right, maybe you can help Val out if she gets stuck here.
Please.
All right, let's see. Top of the hour, we're looking at 8:10. It's KCHW Chewelah, and your next question, Val, according to a romance survey, 29% of us think about one of these at least once a week.
Oh, goodness. How much trouble can I get myself in?
Just remember, Val.
They're all going to laugh at you.
29% of us think about one of these at least once a week. It was a romance survey.
This is going to sound bad because an affair?
Not really.
Not really. But just about someone else other than their partner?
But who might they be thinking
of? Ooh, that's tough.
You're right there.
Sorry,
They're thinking of a former love, so I'll give you half.
Okay. All right, half a point. Thank you very much.
Spy the live owl. Sneeze travels out of your mouth at 98 miles per hour. Pro soccer goal is 24 feet wide. Lightning occurs somewhere on Earth 6,000 times per minute. Which one's a lie?
I think the sneeze travels faster than 98 miles per hour.
You are exactly right. 600 miles an hour it flies out your nose.
And thus, COVID spread like wildfire.
Yes. All right, going to give you 3 things. You tell me what they have in common. 3 people, and you tell me what they share in common. Gary Sinise, Julia Roberts, Meg Ryan, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Sally Field.
I'm so bad about the entertainment questions.
Okay, I'll give you a hint then. They have all co-starred with this major Hollywood star. Gary Sinise, Julia Roberts, Meg Ryan, Leonardo DiCaprio, Sally Field. In fact, I can't think of remembering any of these people in a movie with this person, so that could make it tougher. One of your hints is I'm not fond of him or his movies.
If you're not fond of him or his movies, it's Nicolas Cage.
No, I kind of like Nick Cage.
Yeah. I don't know, for some reason the name that's entering my head, and it's probably really far off, and I don't know if you dislike him, but I would say Tom Hanks.
You are exactly right.
Oh, wow.
It was. Gary Sinise, Julia Roberts, Meg Ryan, Leonardo DiCaprio, Sally Field, all have co-starred with Tom Hanks. And now people hate me because I don't like Tom Hanks.
Why did that just come to my mind? I don't know. It must have been a psychic link or something.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Well, we are brother and sister, and now I'm all creeped out. You always know what I'm thinking?
Always.
Or can you always tell what I'm looking at? Average adult has 14 of these a minute.
14 of these a minute.
The average infant has 33 of these a minute.
Inhalations.
Yes. 57% of married men say they often or always tell their wives what statement?
I love you?
No. Just as good, though. That's just as good as this one.
One more time. What was the percentage?
57% of men say they do this. They often or always tell their wives what? I think you should be doing it at least. Go ahead.
They look pretty.
I'll take that. Beautiful is what I was looking for.
My husband always tells me that. He's such a great guy.
Oh, it's so nice. Christmas town quiz. Give you the town. You tell me if it's a real Christmas town or not. Okay?
Okay.
Christmas, Florida.
No.
North Pole, Alaska.
Yes.
Santa Claus, Indiana.
Yes.
Santa Claus, Georgia.
Yes.
You're doing really good at this. Jingle Bell, South Dakota.
Oh my gosh, I want to say no on that, but it seems to be a trend to say yes.
Oh. Snowstorm, Alaska.
No.
Yeah, you're right. Snowflake, Arizona.
Definitely.
Oh no, Ken's gonna post. You should move there. Noel, Missouri.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. And lastly, Rudolph, Wisconsin.
Oh, I like it. Yes.
It is a real place. That's crazy. All right, and that's where this came from.
From now on, gang, we won't let Rudolph join in any reindeer games.
You know what? I'm just disappointed, though, as I look back on that show, that Santa let that bullying go on as long as he did.
He did. It's horrible. That's horrible. All right, we got some great odd news stories when we come back. Also, we're going to hit you up with some events that are happening this week right here in the big city of Chewelah. All you need to do is stay right here. Northern Lights Public Radio. We are KCHW 102.7, and we'll be back in about 6 minutes.
It's 8:17.
Programming made possible by donations from the following.
Fired Up Pizza. Fired Up Pizza, located at 206 East Main Avenue in downtown Chewelah, offers craft beverages and brick oven fired pizza, including a variety of sandwiches, salads, pasta, and homemade soups. Featuring weekly events such as bingo, karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Del Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at CheWelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at CheWelahFlooring@gmail.com.
Chewelah Motel and RV Park. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chewelah, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and 58-inch screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots with 30-amp service. For reservations, they can be reached at 509-935-4763 or CheWelahMotelandRVPark.com. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, 301 South Park Street in Chewelah.
Your KCHW morning show, made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
This is KCHW, Chewelah, 102.7 FM.
You're listening to 102.7 KCHW, Chewelah.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, December the 5th, 2023. I'm Mike Clifford. Fewer college students are taking foreign language courses, and a new report warns this could affect how well students are prepared for a globalized world.
The Modern Language Association survey finds fewer students chose to study languages other than English between 2016 and 2021. Nationally, enrollment dropped 17% during the same period, and the impact in Indiana is far greater. IU Provost Professor of Spanish and Portuguese Deborah Cohn says the tanking numbers could spell trouble for students applying for college and have implications for equity.
In Indiana, between 2016 and 2021, they dropped from 42,000 to 30,000. So that is a drop in that 5-year period. That is a drop of 29%. 8.4%.
Cohn points out that foreign language studies provide cultural knowledge and open doors for many types of jobs. The report says adequate funding for language problems and support from the schools are needed to help keep them going. I'm Joe Ullery reporting.
According to the report, making foreign language courses more career-focused might attract more students. Meantime, the White House warned congressional leaders Monday that the U.S. could run out of money to send weapons to Ukraine by the year's end, severely jeopardizing Kyiv's ability to defend itself against Russia if lawmakers fail to approve emergency military aid soon. That from the New York Times. A report, the urgent warning for President Biden's top budget official, delivered in a blunt letter, was the administration's latest bid to pressure the Republicans resisting another infusion of aid to Ukraine to drop their opposition. The Times notes it comes at a critical time as Ukraine struggles to push back Russian troops in a counteroffensive. And it is estimated that 1 in 3 Kentuckians struggle to pay medical bills, and the issue continues to be a driving factor in personal bankruptcy cases.
Reverend Kent Gilbert of Union Church in Berea says during the pandemic, several churches teamed up with a debt consolidator to eliminate millions of dollars worth of medical bills. He says without boosting consumer protections, such as those enacted recently to stop surprise medical billing, the problem will worsen.
What this really tells us is we need to stop this debt from happening in the first place, and I think that should be our ultimate goal.
Kentucky Voices for Health is also tackling the issue by partnering with RIP Medical Debt, a charity that uses donations to forgive delinquent debt. For more information, visit kyvoicesforhealth.org. Nadia Ramlagan reporting.
In eastern Kentucky, nearly 80% of people reported having problems, and 1/3 said they've been contacted by a debt collection agency. This is Public News Service. A new report shows the state of Maine is exceeding the home heating goals set forth in its ambitious 4-year climate plan to reduce greenhouse gas emissions.
The state surpassed its goal of installing 100,000 heat pumps earlier this summer, and Governor Janet Mills quickly set a new target of 275,000 by 2027. Efficiency Maine Trust Executive Director Michael Stoddard says new refrigeration cycle technology is helping both the climate and consumers who've struggled with volatile prices in home heating oil.
The advent of a highly effective, at very cold temperatures, and very cost-effective air source heat pumps has been a huge breakthrough for us.
Close to 30% of Maine's greenhouse gas emissions come from heating homes and businesses. The state has set a goal of going carbon neutral by 2045 and is aggressively promoting heat pumps to help reach that target. I'm Catherine Carley reporting.
And young farmers in Michigan hope the new farm bill will include key benefits regarding land access so they can continue to pursue farming.
Without generational access to land and institutional knowledge of farming, young farmers face difficulties in entering the industry and building infrastructure for growing their business. Paige Solidago is a Michigan organizer with the National Young Farmers Coalition. She says nearly 40% of young farmers lease their land and lack access to secure land. She said 4 in every 5 of these farmers believe their work is regenerative and supports the land to improve its condition.
We're talking about the ability to feed your community, the health and sustainability of the land, which is foundational to climate change. Runoff and chemicals, capturing carbon, pollinator health, all of these are things farmers are thinking about, especially this younger generation.
Solidago says she'd like to see the Land Access and Opportunities Act passed in the new Farm Bill. Michigan has multiple land reparation projects across the state to support land ownership for Black and Indigenous farmers and others of color. Afara Siddiqui reporting.
Finally, our Nadia Ramlagan lets us know law enforcement shortages and other factors are complicating cases involving missing kids in Ohio.
Linda Summers is the grandmother of Ashley Summers, who disappeared in Cleveland in 2007 at the age of 14 and remains missing. Summers now advocates for measures that would increase the likelihood of missing children being found, including improved responses from police departments that are often short on staff.
It was 9 months before she was put on any kind of state missing database, and over a year before she was reported to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. And then they labeled her as an endangered runaway.
In 2020, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children received around 30,000 reports of missing children, with 91% involving children who had run away.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Here's a great radio stations on your favorite podcast platform. Find our trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
And just that fast, we're back. It's KCHW 102.7. You got Scott and Val on a Tuesday.
We weren't even gone long enough for them to miss us.
Oh, man. So we should have stayed off the air longer, is what you're saying?
Just kidding.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead, and before we get to celebrity birthdays for today and a little bit of history, let's go ahead and take a look at that community calendar I teased. We do have a few things coming up this week. I'm trying to get to it. Bear with me. All right, first up, you got Chihuahua Story Time for the kids, 10:30 to 11:30 today at the library. Then tomorrow, it's First Wednesdays with Ted, which is Brandon Hansen at the Chihuahua Public Library, helping people interested in maybe starting a new business or any of Ted's services. He can send you in the right direction. You also, tomorrow at the Chihuahua Library, have Tech Help between 3 and 4. And there's bingo tonight at Fired Up. Then for Thursday, it is the first Thursday in December, and that is our first Thursday Art Walk taking place on the streets of downtown Chihuahua. It'll go from 5 to 8 p.m. Dave Anderson at the Trails End Gallery, Calissa Walder at the Yale Press, Nancy Bloom at Courtside Brewing, Holly Artisan Show at the McCunn Gallery and the Mountain Market on Main, Fiber Arts by Taylor Craft at Westoff Excavation. Get out on the streets and enjoy a little wintertime fun with our December first Thursday Art Walk. Looking ahead to the weekend, it's a Free Guides and Outfitters Workshop, and that is courtesy of Ted. You can get all signed up for that. All right, moving along this morning. How about some celebrity birthdays, Val?
First off, I just kind of was looking at you this morning as, because I get to see your cute face on the radio. It was funny because Ken and Pam, I think we were talking to them on the phone the other day, and they wanted to know if you had dyed your hair.
Oh, that's horrible.
Because that picture you posted with the like retro glasses and everything, and I'm like, no, it kind of is like the same color as mine.
Wisps of gray.
Wisps of gray. What did somebody tell me? They were sparkle highlights or something like that.
What's funny is, so I've been growing it. I've really added some gray over the past year, and the bottom half is brown, but the top half almost looks like it's sandy blonde or something now. So.
Yeah, and when I put mine up, you can't really tell until I put it up in like a pony or something that my ends are brown as well. So, yeah, I don't know.
Yes, follically challenged.
Yeah, but I mean, when kind of your lighting and my lighting is different, so you can't tell. But our hair really is a similar color, the similar gray highlights. So.
Yay!
Hail to the king, baby.
All right. Well, I can do celebrity birthdays if you'd like.
Please.
Comedian Margaret Cho is 55. Paula Patton from Warcraft Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol is 48. And Gabriel Luna from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is 41. Frankie Muniz from Malcolm in the Middle is 38.
All right.
That's it for today. Pretty light.
Very light. It happened today. We like to call it history. We'll start off in 1968 when aides to President Richard Nixon mailed out 66,000 letters signed by Nixon to potential administrative office holders. Among those receiving one was Elvis Presley.
Interesting.
Weird. 1970, Judy Collins' recording Amazing Grace entered the British music charts. It would exit and re-enter 7 times in 2 years, totaling 67 weeks on the charts. That was 1970. All right, 92. Denver Post quoted an Energy Department memo showing that a vital safety system at the Rocky Flats nuclear weapons plant required 43 workers to change a light bulb.
Wow.
You would have thought it was Poland, but no, it was Denver.
It was Denver. Wow. Talk about, excessive government spending.
2002, Richard Gere won Plain English Campaign's Foot in the Mouth Award in Britain for the year's most baffling celebrity quote. Gere won the award after telling a Sunday newspaper, "I know who I am. No one else knows who I am. If I was a giraffe and somebody said I was a snake, I'd think, no, actually, I'm a giraffe."
Don't nobody try to tell him who he is.
I'd say he's a little nuts. 2008, O.J. Simpson sentenced to 33 years in prison for kidnapping and armed robbery as he tried to steal his Heisman Trophy back.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, it was mine. I didn't mean to sell it. All right. 2013, former South African president and anti-apartheid icon Nelson Mandela passed away at 95. 2017, Russia banned from the Winter Olympics in South Korea over state-sponsored doping. Right. And we'll move along, because the last one's really depressing, to special events, where we have Val, and she's got a huge list of events for today.
We do. AFL-CIO Day today. Oh, now this sounds like a great suggestion for how to spend my day today. It is Bathtub Party Day.
Which, strangely enough, is the same name of Val's new podcast. On OnlyFans.
I'm not the one that showered with my parrot.
All right, that's a good one.
It is Day of the Ninja.
I bet you I can make money on OnlyFans showering with a parrot.
You probably could.
Even me.
You would probably be a TikTok fan or TikTok influencer and all of that.
Yay.
Yay. Today is International Volunteer Day.
Go somewhere else and help out, please.
It is Blue Jeans Day.
Woo.
Comfort Food Day. You know what? I think that day has been going on since the end of October. Commute with your baby day.
Seems dangerous.
Why? Communicate with your kids day. Well, that would be better.
Good luck.
Walt Disney Day.
Okay.
World Soil Day.
Okay.
And finally in this great list, we come to World Trick Shot Day.
And here it comes. See?
Yes.
All right. Number of the day is 80. That's the number of airlines in the U.S. at the peak of the airline industry, which was in the 1980s. 80 airlines.
Wow.
I used to fly one of those budget ones to Seattle for like $60.
Wow. They used to have, JetBlue used to be really cheap. Is it even around anymore?
No, all the cheap ones are gone.
Yeah. Because cheap means you also probably don't take care of your aircraft.
Oh, I remember getting one of those cheap flights to Seattle, and as I'm going, what do they call it, a gangplank? I don't know. As I'm stepping
Walk the plank.
As you're going through the tube and about to step onto the airplane, I kind of glance down, and you can see the entire doorway of the flying RV is all rusty. I mean, like very bad rust. I was like, I'm not feeling very comfortable.
Can you say a loss of cabin pressure?
All right, this is the point where we get up to 27,000 feet. I'll need everyone to go ahead and hold their breath. All right. Good job. Thank you very much, Val. Well, let's see. Quick time check here. I think we're doing okay. A few news stories from this morning on News and Nuggets. We're going to share a couple of those with you if I can navigate there. First one, ChatGPT. ChatGPT now refuses to repeat specific words forever. When prompted to repeat words forever, ChatGPT responds, "I'm sorry, I can't fulfill that request." There's no word on how long ChatGPT had repeated a word when asked to do it forever.
Wow. Somebody was messing with ChatGPT for sure.
I tried. I went online with one of those, started asking it questions, and it got mad at me.
Well, evidently he got mad at the person who asked him to say that word forever.
And I told them they weren't real, and it argued with me that it was real.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, you're not a real person.
I think when we first got Alexa, I asked her to do something, tell me something, or whatever. And I don't know, just because it's kind of habit, when she answered, I said, thank you. And she said, you're welcome. And so Travis was like, don't be giving it that, don't tell her thank you. That's not a real person. And he was going on about how that was wrong. And I said, listen, when they take over the world, she's going to remember that I was nice to her.
You don't want to be on the list.
Exactly.
List. All of a sudden your power goes out.
Yeah.
Don't be on.
I mean, there's a lot of things connected to Alexa in our house. So yeah, be nice.
I remember our brother who passed along a few years ago. I was telling him he needed to get a computer and get on with the rest of the world. And he says, I'm not going to get a computer because once you're all hooked up with that and they unplug it, man, you're not even going to be able to get your money out of the bank or anything. And I told him, I said, really? You think if all the computers went down tomorrow, you could get any money from the bank or the cash machine? Happens to be a computer. But, I don't know, about 2 weeks later, you came home with a computer. No matter what you do, no matter how off-grid or unconnected you want to be, chances are you're connected somewhere.
It's so true. I mean, unless you're up in the middle of nowhere without any power or cell phone, you're connected in some way.
I'm going to jump ahead a couple stories. How about the need to lower your blood pressure? Here is a health tip from Val. All
right. Any pet parent can vouch for the fact that spending time with your furry friend is a great way to relieve stress and more. A study at the Center for Biotechnology Information found that petting your dog can actually help lower your blood pressure. The findings, which they referred to as the PET effect, were the result of a study where 60 college students had their blood pressure and heart rates monitored while hanging out with dogs. They came to the conclusion that even when someone pets a dog, they came to the conclusion that when someone pets a dog, rather than just talking or interacting with them verbally, their blood pressure is lower, which means that touch is the key factor in driving the greatest benefit from your canine-human interactions.
I think that works with cats, too.
Yeah, and I think there has been studies on cats in the past. Yes, having a cat helps lower your blood pressure. Unless they're on the table for the 20th time of the day.
Or you're walking through the house in the middle of the night and step in the remains of a mouse, which is
that's always a fun one too. I had posted a little one to Facebook the other day about how we look at our cats and our animals, and I'll read it. It says the 3 random yet recurring phrases of cat ownership. 1, you are as elegant as moonlight and shadow, my sleek panther, my tiny hunter. Number 2, you are my little boober schnoot, squiggly butt squishy doodle. And finally, stop eating plastic, you malevolent little gargoyle.
Uh-huh.
It is the 3 phrases you use over and over again. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. And it's funny because normally when you yell at a cat, it acts like it doesn't hear you or understand you or even see you. And the other day, Lily jumped up and was about to knock over some of my Christmas decorations. And I just yelled at her and she turned around and looked at me and I was like, ooh, she actually acknowledged that I just caught her in the act.
It's what always worked with, because I've had cats all my life, and what always has worked, and I think it's the sound of the word, icky.
Ooh.
Yeah, and Mooch has always been that way, too. If she's getting into something, she's not supposed to, all you have to do is say icky, and she immediately stops.
Oh, I'm going to have to try that now.
I just wish it would work with kids.
Yeah. Spouses.
All righty then, we're going to move on to this one. A YouTuber who bailed out of his own plane and later admitted that he did it for the views is off to jail for 6 months, over the November 2021 stunt. Trevor Jacob earlier pleaded guilty to obstructing a federal investigation, having recovered and destroyed the wreckage himself to make sure the NTSB couldn't get its hands on it and figure out what he did. In the weeks following the plane crash, Jacob lied to investigators that he didn't know how the wreckage's location, except that on December of that year, 2021, Jacob and a friend flew by helicopter to the wreckage site. There, Jacob used straps to secure the wreckage, which the helicopter lifted and carried away, where it was loaded onto a trailer attached to Jacob's pickup truck. Jacob then cut up and destroyed the airplane wreckage, and over the course of a few days, deposited the detached parts of the wrecked plane into trash bins. I guess it's illegal to wreck your own plane on purpose.
Oh, who knew? Now we don't. Now we do.
Who crashes a perfectly good plane on purpose? All right.
Harrison Ford?
10,000 points for Val. He's up to 4. I'm waiting for 5.
Oh.
All right, McDonald's new adult Happy Meal. Is this safe for air?
I think so. Okay. McDonald's is bringing back its popular adult Happy Meals with a nostalgic 80s twist. The food chain has announced the launch of the Kerwin Frost Box, which will be available at U.S. restaurants starting on December 11th. Teaming up with DJ and entertainer Kerwin Frost, the box comes with one of 6 reimagined McNugget Buddies collectibles inspired by Frost's childhood experiences. The McNugget Buddies, which debuted in 1988, are known for their wacky adventures and interchangeable outfits. This is not the first time McDonald's has released an adult Happy Meal. Last year, they launched the Cactus Plant Flea Market Box in collaboration with the streetwear brand. The Kerwin Frost Box will be available for a limited time, although the specific duration has not been announced. God, you know, it's. I don't know if you're going to do an adult Happy Meal box, it should come with those little boxes of wine.
Yeah, this is like, okay, they're calling it that, but it sounds like it's still, I mean, if you get this adult Happy Meal, you're a baby.
They're all going to laugh at you.
Unless it comes with a little box of wine.
Exactly. There you go, Val. All right. Man's got to pay the bills, which is probably why former Congressman George Santos has joined the celebrity video sharing app Cameo. Following his expulsion from Congress last week for corruption charges, Santos, who is only the 6th member in American history to be voted out of Congress, has become a meme culture sensation due to the controversy surrounding him. The various scams and lies he's been accused of running have become the stuff of legend. Initially, Santos charged $75 for personalized videos on Cameo, but the price has since increased to $200. So if you would like a message from George Santos via video and you got an extra $200, well...
Okay, here we go again. Dork alert.
We also have that oceanfront property in Arizona for you.
It seems so unfair that after 3 years, he's finally in trouble.
And you know that well over 100 congressmen, representatives voted not to expel him as well.
Yeah.
I told Brad all the ones that chose not to, voted not to, is because they probably have something just as bad in their closet that they know if that comes out, they don't want the same result.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Tell us about dolphins, Val. There's a story down there about a really cool one about dolphins.
All right, cool science right here. Bottlenose dolphins have been found to possess a previously unknown sensory ability, electroreception. Researchers at Nuremberg Zoo in Germany discovered that dolphins can perceive weak electric fields, a skill usually associated with aquatic or semi-aquatic species. The finding expands on our knowledge of how dolphins interact with their environment.
Wow, very cool.
They're an incredible species. I mean, when they just, you hear so much about them interacting to help people that are in danger, or, just their intelligence is incredible.
Well, my buddy that posts on the show every now and then, Ron, He sails all over in his sailboat, and he said that's one of his favorite things is going in and out of harbors and being escorted by the dolphins. And he sent me a video a couple weeks ago where a killer whale's doing it.
Oh, wow.
Swimming right alongside his sailboat, going out in front and jumping, and then coming back and swimming along with him. I mean, that's just amazing. And especially when you hear the stories, but it's only in one part of the country where the killer whales have been attacking. He wasn't there. But
that's what I said. A dolphin would be cute. A killer whale would be like,
no. All right, this is have you heard of slapping therapy?
No, I have not.
This is actually kind of a sad story. I shouldn't laugh, but it sounds ridiculous. Therapy is supposed to be good for you. It's supposed to heal, not kill. Man has been charged with manslaughter after the death of a woman attending a slapping therapy workshop in the UK.
Wow.
The 71-year-old woman died in 2016 while participating in the slapping workshop. 60-year-old guy from China who lives in California has been charged with manslaughter by gross negligence after being extradited back to the UK. Therapy workshop involved what's called Paeda Lejin therapy, a practice that includes slapping oneself repeatedly. The woman's family stated that she attended the workshop to improve her diabetes. Don't eat that. Don't eat that.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, wow.
Oh, slapping therapy, huh?
All right. Do one more, Val, and then we'll head off for the news, the real news.
The real news. Let's see. A restaurant in Nagoya, Japan, is making waves with its unique offering. Again, a chance to be slapped in the face by waitresses.
Yes.
For a fee of about $2, customers can experience the thrill of a palm striking their cheek repeatedly, with some waitresses even delivering backhanded slaps. The force of the slap is so intense that some diners are knocked out of their seats. Oh, the restaurant was facing financial difficulties, but the introduction of the eccentric custom of face slapping turned the tide, leading to increased business and the need to actually hire more waitresses to meet demand.
$2?
$2. I'll do it for free, Scott.
I bet you $10 I can go into a restaurant and get slapped within a minute. It's way too easy. Why would you pay for it? All right, wrapping up the show the odd way. It's time for the Tuesday edition of your Odd News.
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid.
You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your Odd News on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Don't sit back and enjoy the show. Sit on the edge of your seat.
That's right. You never know what's going to be said.
First up, news attack. First sentence, true. Second sentence, bad joke. Val kicks it off.
A man stood outside a Texas school with a sign saying Santa Claus doesn't exist.
Oh.
But apparently the Grinch does.
That's horrible. Oh.
That's horrible.
I think Val was the one who admitted to me. Broke my will.
Broke your heart.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Ruined life for you forever.
You're the first one to say that to me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was rough. Spotify is cutting 17% of its workforce. The CEO delivered the bad news using a playlist of country songs about losing your job.
Researchers say dolphins have a sixth sense, and here I am trying to master common sense.
Oh. Researchers say dolphins have a sixth sense. It sounds familiar, but my goldfish can't find the castle in its bowl.
Sad story here. Global carbon emissions reached record levels in 2023. But on the bright side, maybe we'll finally get that beachfront property in Nebraska.
Still get a home there for like $30,000.
Oh, wow.
All right.
I'm surprised they don't pay you that to come live there.
If you think you're hearing an echo, global carbon emissions reached record levels in 2023, proving once again that if humanity's good at one thing, it's breaking the wrong kind of records.
So true. A survey out of England shows the top unwanted Christmas gift is the homemade knitted sweater. Ooh. Or as I call it, a dog bed with sleeves.
It's true. I've used so many sweaters for cat beds. Researchers say a hug that's intended to make someone feel better should it last 6 seconds. Well, I've really messed that up with that whole not letting go thing. Yeah. If it's shorter than 6 seconds, the person being hugged will assume you're picking their pocket.
If it's longer than 30 seconds, people are going to assume you're a creep.
Yes, right. People are always patting me on the back and going, okay, I feel better now. I'm better. I'm good.
Really? You can let go now?
Yeah, this is fine. Thanks.
Thanks.
All right, Val's up again as she takes us into Wacky But True. We don't add anything but clips from movies or television.
All right. A judge has ordered a Florida man to have no contact with his wife following his arrest for allegedly striking her in the face with a thrown sausage. During a verbal altercation Saturday afternoon, Ray Allen allegedly threw the sausage at his spouse. An arrest affidavit said the sausage struck the 64-year-old victim on the right side of the face. EMS workers responded to the couple's home and washed the victim's eye out with a saline solution. Cops indicated that alcohol may have been a factor in the confrontation, believe it or not.
You think? It's okay. She was so angry. She deserved it.
All right, look, lady.
Don't you point those dirty green sausages at me!
He says, I didn't mean to get her in the eye. I was just shooting for her mouth. Deer caused chaos and confusion at the Cedar Grove Elementary School in Toms River, New Jersey over the Thanksgiving weekend. Incident captured by police body cams occurred when a man walking his dog witnessed the deer jumping through a small window. Animal ran through the school, charging at officers in the process, eventually entered a classroom and jumped onto a bookshelf, causing minimal damage. Why is this a story? Officers were successful in using a dog snare to remove the deer from the classroom, and authorities confirmed that the deer did not appear to be seriously injured and fled the building the same way it entered.
I could go deer hunting.
A sweet, innocent, harmless, leaf-eating, doe-eyed little deer.
Here they'll go. They are not just plain deer. They're the fastest deer I know. Ho, ho!
There you go. About deer.
Oh, this is a short story, but quite funny. A guy in Mexico was banned from a bar after he galloped into the bar on his horse.
Aww.
There's a country song there, too.
Shot. Hey, you fall off your horse? Yeah. You hurt?
No.
What about that horse? Is there anything in the world you hate as much as that horse?
In a bar. It's not the first time, I'm sure. All right, 28-year-old in Atlanta climbed aboard a city bus and didn't want to pay the fare, so he became a hijacker instead. But not before verbally abusing the driver, who then got off the bus fearing for his safety. That's when he decided to get behind the wheel. But with no particular place to go, he just meandered around town, even dropping off passengers, one at a Waffle House, before ending the scenic journey 20 minutes later. Police arrested the bus jacker at a park near where he stopped. Oh. I got some good bus sound effects.
You ever traveled by bus before? Your mood's probably not going to improve much.
I'll turn this damn bus around. That'll end your precious little field trip pretty damn quick, huh?
I wonder how much, a city fare on a bus is, $1.50 maybe.
It's okay. I'm making money like George Santos.
Oh, goodness. Probably true.
I got George Santos kind of money. It means it belongs to other people.
Let's see. A vinyl record by Junior Walker and the All-Stars was returned to a Boston library more than 47 years past its due date. The Jamaica Plain branch of the Boston Public Library said staff members emptying out the return bin in front of the library discovered a vinyl record. of Junior Walker and the All-Stars anthology, which had been due back on October 27th, 1976. The album cover contained a punch card from another branch. The library said the record is no longer in its system, as none of the Boston Public Library branches stock vinyl records anymore. Librarians said they do not know who originally checked the album out, or who returned it.
I know.
Thank you for that lovely tune. That funky music will drive us till the dawn.
On to Malaysia, where a woman received some unwanted attention after a bank mistakenly deposited $86 million into the bank account. Woman looked to LinkedIn to explain that a glitch in the banking system caused the error, and as a result, the account was temporarily frozen due to the large amount. Wow, $86 million.
Ooh.
Here's what they had to say about that back at work.
Well, just a second there, Professor. We fixed the glitch. So he won't be receiving a paycheck anymore, so it'll just work itself out naturally.
Oh. No paycheck, work itself out naturally. What?
I'm sure they froze it temporarily because they didn't want her to make a withdrawal.
Yes.
All right. Last year, a pair of kangaroos were on their way in a truck to a zoo in Quebec, Canada, when they stopped at the Oshawa Zoo and Fun Farm for a rest stop. That's when one of the kangaroos jumped over its handler and raced off into the night. A search party of animal experts and volunteers pursued the marsupial over the weekend but couldn't locate it. Finally, at 3 a.m. Monday, police officers spotted the fugitive on a local farm and spent hours keeping eyes on it. Eventually, the kangaroo's handler showed up and grabbed the animal by the tail. Apparently, it was none too thrilled because it socked one of the cops right in the face.
Kangaroo shop, kangaroo shop, kangaroo shop, kangaroo shop!
All right! Wait a minute. I don't have a kangaroo song.
No, say it isn't so.
Could you imagine? What have you been doing all weekend? I've been looking for a kangaroo. You realize you're in Canada, right? There's no kangaroo here. Move along.
Move along.
Eh?
Nothing to see.
Nothing to see here, eh? All right, last one. Enraged at a chicken thief, a mob in Cameroon forced the man to eat his stolen chicken, meat, feathers, bones, and beak. Shortly after, yeah, the whole thing. They forced him. Shortly afterwards, the thief went to a local police station to complain, where he promptly collapsed.
Maybe he had the beak stuck in his throat.
I ate a chicken. The entire chicken. Yeah, it was alive.
Oh.
All right, let's wrap this up for a Tuesday. I'm Scott.
And I'm Val.
And we thank you for listening and leave you for the day with an invite to keep listening to Northern Lights Public Radio, to join Chuck Ritchie and Sharon Ludwig tomorrow morning at 7:20, and to enjoy this chicken montage.
Would you like some chicken? I've got more.
Hey, guess who's here? What are we serving tonight? Chicken or chicken?
What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken?
I gave my love a chicken, it had no bone. Chicken.
Tastes like chicken.
But let me just quote the late, great Colonel Sanders, who said, "I'm too drunk to taste this chicken."
Have a great day. Thank you. Love you, Val. Peace out.
Love you, brother.
Well, just a second there, Professor. We fixed the glitch. So he won't be receiving a paycheck anymore, so it'll just work itself out naturally.
This concludes the broadcast from World Control.
Morning show made possible by donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
Chewelah Motel and RV Park. Chewelah Motel and RV Park, located at 301 South Park Street in Chewelah, offers 14 single or double rooms, each with a refrigerator and microwave, in-room coffee station, Wi-Fi, cable, and 58-inch screen television. 2 Airbnb options are available, both with full kitchens, coffee, and a 65-inch smart TV. They also feature 26 full hookup RV spots